So in this video, hopefully a short one, we're going to look at constraints. And constraints are a layout tool or bit of functionality in Figma that allow us to create designs and layouts that are focused on being responsive and adaptive for different situations and different contexts. So let's have a look at restraints by building a simple layout. We're going to be using our same client. I've got assets for a layout in here. I'm going to grab our usual logo and position that centrally in this frame. And I'm also going to add, there's a couple of OS X user interface elements, like battery life, and we've got some time here. Just align those. And a couple of elements down the bottom as well, maybe an info button and an add item button. So just some items at the extremities so that we can demonstrate how constraints work. I'm going to just work with the time element here, and we can see we've got our constraint values over here in our properties panel, and this particular item is constrained to the top, and so the top vertically and to the left horizontally, and you can see the blue indicator there. So when I expand this frame, this element is going to stick to the top and the left, but if I expand it from this other side, it's going to remain stuck to this corner up here. So it's constrained. So that's really good, but we can upset that default constraint by adjusting these parameters. So this item I want to be pinned over to this side, so to the right and to the top again. The logo I want to constrain to the center, so I can change the horizontal there to center and it will highlight that blue element there, or I could have clicked on it as well. I can constrain it to the center vertically as well, but that's not exactly what I want, because I want my logo to remain in the header, and to expand, as I expand, I want the logo to remain kind of at the top there and not kind of expand downwards in a vertical kind of way. And you can see this element here is pinned to the left. Indeed, these elements down the bottom we can pin to the bottom of the frame as well. So we've got this kind of bottom option that I can click on here, select bottom, and I can also pin it to the right. This one, I'll do the opposite, pin it to the bottom and the left. So now with these 5 elements, I've got something that is quite flexible. It's, I'll just undo that and move it down here for the hell of it. It's flexible at kind of different phone sizes, but also if I wanted to make a tablet layout or a tablet that's horizontal, or indeed, I was thinking about more of a desktop shape, all of those elements will conform to those various formats or screen sizes. So I've got that added level of versatility built into my design system.